Okay, guys. It's Saturday. I have nothing really to do, nothing much better to do, or nothing really that I want to do other than spending some time in Decentraland. And yes, there is very little to do in Decentraland. I know you don't need to tell me. And but there are things to do. It's not completely as boring as it used to be. So there are a couple of things we can do. So about an hour ago, we had a little stream at the Dragon City, a spring festival event organized by the Chinese community. Day 3, it was fun, completed the challenges. But frankly speaking, I'm still looking for other opportunities to do stuff in Decentraland. And one area which I found to be kind of neglected was that gallery competition we had a couple of weeks ago. I mean, this was kind of a big deal. I tried to promote the maximum out of this event along with a couple of other people. And we have seen amazing builds by the community. And I've actually created a little blog post featuring most of those builds. And we had a gallery asset pack that was made available. So everything was ready to make something amazing. And James, dedicated a piece of his land for this project for 12 months, but we've never gotten back to it. We have never gotten back to actually see what happened. Everyone deployed their builds here on this piece of land. So I thought, since it's Saturday, since we all have not that much to do, I imagine, why don't we, put some music on and have a comfortable walk through the neighborhood. And let's just see what has been happening, what's going on. Maybe we even find my submission somewhere in between. And, I actually was motivated to do this stream by looking at this building here. I mean, it really captured my attention, right? Maybe not even the building, but this art. I'm not an art guy at all. Actually, I sometimes even despise some of the art pieces I've seen, but when I've seen this build here and I walked around it, I mean, check out the images. I must say, if art captures my attention among all of the noise that we have available online, then I want to have a second look. And initially I didn't find the entry door to this build, because it's actually here, but you can barely see it. You can easily miss it. I had to make 3 rounds around the building before I actually realized it's here. So why don't we go inside? I haven't been inside yet. I really waited to stream this. Again, this is not going to be a super sophisticated session. This is really just to have some fun, spend some time in Decentraland. If you're, passionate about it, if you want to know what's going on, and if you have nothing else to do, maybe you can tune in and watch this stuff with me. So it's, I usually don't spend a whole lot of time looking at art, but here there is something here. I don't know what it is. It's just weird, it's strange, it's kind of scary. And I wouldn't mind, like, the thing is with art, and I don't know how you guys feel about this. Is this guy smoking a joint here? Jeez, goodness. I like art pieces to be organized into some kind of series or some kind of set, because then I feel like they're almost collectibles. As soon as these are art pieces that are, not related to some kind of set or some kind of limited something, even if they're 1 of 1 or 5 of 5, it doesn't tell me much. I would like to see a whole set of these so I can say, okay, there is a comparative value, there is some kind of collectability. And I don't know, I haven't matured enough, I guess, in the digital space to fully appreciate it. But here, with these pieces, I must say, I would actually consider maybe owning one of these. I mean, this is crazy enough that it captures my attention. I mean, look at this one here. It's colorful, it's weird, and I like it. Check out the position where we're at. If you're not familiar with this gallery neighborhood, do consider passing by here. I think this is one of the areas worth looking at. Monero Dinero, and I am Judas. Guys, welcome. So the coordinates are -120, 90. I think I have the link in the description of this stream, and I am at Loki Amber. But if you're coming for the gallery, it's -120, 90. Amazing. I mean, when I've seen this forest image, I was like, yeah, man. So let's quickly see. It's Tim French, surrealist artist. So you call that style surrealist, apparently. Again, I'm not very well versed in the arts world. Guys, check it out. I mean, this is just one build, one gallery, pretty cool. And we have, I think, maybe like 80 to look at. So let's move on. And I think this could be also a great opportunity to talk about Decentraland and see what's working, what's not working. And one thing that I was concerned about is the loading of the builds. Now, I've been in this neighborhood a little bit now, so I have probably preloaded some of these builds. But when you run through Decentraland, when you have this delay that buildings load too late, you don't get that feeling of being inside a populated street. You see how these buildings appear very late? So, and I've been here before, so this should have been somehow cached. But now when I look down that street, I would assume there is a whole neighborhood back there, right? That you can, and I would like that neighborhood to invite me, but from here I cannot see it. And we do have a setting, and I think I have set it to like the maximum distance, so I should see even buildings even that are further away from me, but I don't. And like here, it feels like I'm in an empty space, even though there is quite a lot going on here. So this is one thing I think needs to be fixed rather quickly. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting away from the key reason why we are here today. We want to check out some of the builds, and you see it's getting colorful right away. And now on the way back, it actually starts to feel like a little city. I mean, this could be a busy street in London or something like this, right? It feels right. And I think this was kind of the purpose of creating this, populating this district with user galleries. And now it's here and we just didn't even talk about it. Let's see. So let's just walk in somewhere. Enough of the talking. This seems to be like a very serious build here. Have you guys been here before? I don't think I have been here before. And I will be very straightforward. Like, I don't know. Maybe these are art pieces from people watching the stream, or I mean, here, whenever it's colorful and somehow like contemporary and provocative, it captures my attention. And then things like this, I don't understand. But I also don't take the time to, understand. Like this kind of stuff, I don't get it. This is interesting. I guess I'm a guy who is really attracted by colorful, aggressive, modern kind of stuff. And it's a matter of taste. But most importantly, I think this building is really nicely made. It's really cyberpunk style. Speaking of which, the cyberpunk competition, building competition is coming up. And now here, one more thing, like guys who are creating builds. I mean, this is a professional build, but my feet are falling through the floor. And this happens quite a lot. And I'm really surprised to see this, because this is a collider issue, I imagine. I've had this issue as well before. If you don't do the collider right, if you face it the wrong way, the outer face, if it's facing the wrong way, you actually start falling through the floor. And I must say, for a build like this, of this quality, I'm surprised to see this type of mistakes. Guys, fix it. I don't know who's in charge of it. Fix the damn thing. So, created and designed by FGR 3D. So, how do you read that? Oh! Okay. I was kicked out, so let's reload this thing and see if we can get back in there. Maybe I was too critical of the art. Let's give it a moment. If you guys haven't seen the video with DCL Anorak from yesterday and before yesterday, I'm not sure, when did we do this? Before yesterday, I think. Check it out. We've spoken a lot about Decentraland and trying out new things and checking out all kind of NFT projects. I think it was kind of an interesting video, and I've tried to edit it to be a little bit more interactive with screenshots and so forth. But we are back. We are back. Coordinates this time minus 136.80. And we are in Vegas City, but I think we've landed at a different location. This doesn't look at all. Can you explain this? Well, you know, I would say let's just jump to under 2090. I think this is what I gave you guys earlier in the stream. I don't know what happened there. These are sometimes the bizarre reactions of Decentraland. Let's see. So tomorrow is the last day of the Dragon City event. Hope you guys are all gonna join. I think it's important to join these events and participate as much as possible to keep these district leaders a little bit excited about building stuff and marketing stuff, and just I think that's what we can contribute to Decentraland as users. But I don't have that much small talk for these long breaks. I don't know, like, when this thing is going to load here. Maybe we can check out some of the events later today. There is a party at as usual at the Unity Cafe with DJ Rosa, I think, as every week. I think there is always these two people hanging out, Rosa and Carl. But I've made some good friends there. Actually, I've met Mobster there, and this followed up with an interview the other day. So I think it's worth going to these events, especially if they're not very well visited. You will meet people. Okay, guys, we are back. So now we can probably finally launch the tour. So we've checked this one here. We were in the art building where we crashed. Let's check out this Blancos thing. Like, this Blancos thing, I almost FOMO'd in on some of these Blancos when they had the pre-sale. And back then, we didn't have that NFT hype where everyone would have some kind of pre-sale going on 24 hours a day. And then I didn't. And I think the artwork is amazing. I mean, you see the problem here. I cannot walk through because the stuff is not loading. And this is what's subpar here, right? Like how much time is this supposed to take? And if we know about these problems, and if there are funds for that, why isn't this being fixed? So there's either it's unfixable, and then it's a serious problem, or it's just that I don't know what's going on. Like, I cannot explain it to myself. I think if it's a hardware thing, why not upgrade the hardware and fix it? I mean, yeah. Are we gonna find... One thing which I find interesting is that I think one question we all asked ourselves on the map, if buildings are really tightly connected between the different parcels, can you actually still walk in between? And I think here you get to see how tight it's gonna get, right? Now, I don't know if this is because this is one big district and if this is gonna be any different with two different estates next to each other, but it is very tight to pass through. So if you own land that is not connected to a street or to a self-made street, you will actually have people trying to get to you through these little back streets. And I've seen many occasions where you couldn't even pass through. And that's terrible. I mean, this is not a solution. We need to introduce some kind of corridors here. Like, this is not... I mean, this is barely enough space to pass through. And I think it's because this gallery has been made not to the maximum capacity of this land. So what if it would be? You couldn't just pass through and the guys in the back are just isolated? I don't know. So how do we get inside Blancos? Like, they have a street connection here. They don't have an entry. Like, what is the logic here? Maybe someone can explain this to me. Like, is this just an advertising board, or what's the plan? I think this is just an advertising kind of structure. So what is this? Let's check it out. Welcome to the Reddington Glass Gallery. Here are my photos, digital art. It's not NFT yet. The collection is updated every month. You can also host your work. Just contact me. Well, where is the contact button? Where is the Twitter button? That's gonna be tough. But a nice build, I must say. This is well made here. Simple, straightforward. Okay. I mean, it's tough to comment on art, but I think the picture. Oh, this picture is nice. This picture is nice. Gorely volcano and a lake of meltwater in its crater. Man, Reddington, you need to put up some links to a website here below the photos, or at least some kind of. We have new social media buttons as asset packs available now. You need to put those up somewhere. I might have taken a chance to connect with you, but I can't. Like, here at the front door, 2 buttons, and you're golden, man. But it's a nice build. I think this is what you can do with the new asset packs. It's super simple. Anyone can do it. Now let's see if any of that has loaded in the meantime. So guys, for those who might have just joined now, I'm just spending some time on a Saturday exploring Decentraland, and I have picked a neighborhood, a new neighborhood in the Vegas district that has given away land for 12 months during a building competition, and I did participate in it as well, and it felt like we just didn't cover any of these builds. They've just been put up, and all of the gallery owners have been left alone a little bit with their stuff. So I thought, hey, why don't we go and check out what's going on here? And I mean, there are over 80 builds, so I'm not going to be able to cover all, but you know, I have time and I want to spend time in Decentraland, so I thought, why not do another stream here? So this is an interesting building here again. I think we've seen this building on Twitter quite a lot. I don't know how you pronounce your name, man, but I would go with Mich or Mish. Probably Mich, if it's in a German context. And I think it's a great guy, and he has a great taste, and I think he has done a great video for the video competition. And looking at the way he's, making things, it's always neat. I mean, I love this little NFT here. Oh, he put it on the wall, very nice. It's always neat and well proportioned and clean. I think this gentleman definitely has a talent. I love this little structure. I mean, this structure is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, guys, you have to check out Mich. Minus 121.89. I think he's really good. Monero Dinero is commenting, yeah, I'm running around in the hood also, and loading is not good, man. Yeah. And, like this whole loading thing, I think if this is a matter of hardware, why not upgrade? I don't know how this actually works. But this is the basics, right? I mean, yeah. Do we have to make a DAO on that? I mean, this, I told you guys before, some of the art does not capture my attention, but this piece here, even though if it's not that colorful, it does. Maybe less these two. But check out the love for the detail, like on the floor, how he's made the floor, how he's, adding little buttons to each painting, links, little NFTs that you can view on OpenSea. Very nice. I mean, I'm gonna pay attention to this guy. Like, Michman, respect to you. So now how do I get out of here? Like, from the UI point of view, I would have loved to have a door to just walk out. It's nasty that I have to go and search. I can jump out. That's good. So here is another one. What is this? I mean, we are still at the same crossroad here. We haven't really left. Is this all? Wow, this is all one build. Wow. I mean, this is This is a complex build here. This is... I had no idea this is all like one piece. Okay. Maybe it's not. Anyways, let's move on. Let's see. Blancos is just an advertising board. We have been at the art gallery. Monero Dinero in the comments. Look at 132 minus and then 89. There is a mini horse racing game. They're running around a track. Hey, if I'll pass by, I'll check it out. Or if we crash, I will check it out. But for now, let's just see if we can get this area to load here. I'm curious. I mean, we have over 70 or 80 builds and I cannot get them to load. That's... maybe there is some kind of trick. Maybe I have to run through the whole neighborhood. And maybe this will trigger something. Yeah, man, this was going to be a long stream. Maybe I'll actually make like a 3-4 hour stream. Just to like, you know, fully explore Decentraland. Sometimes I feel like the more content I create around Decentraland, the higher the mana price goes. And this would be an incentive to stop making content, because at these prices, we are about to... I mean, there are no more sales at all. Oh yeah, man. But I guess we have to go through this process of everyone learning how everything... I mean, for now, I'm not able to load anything. I don't know what is going on here. And we have just been in this neighborhood. So this might be a reason for stopping the stream if this doesn't get any better. So this area still works. Maybe these are two different servers and the other one just doesn't want to. So here we have something to look at though. So this is a kind of a strange build. Some people love that they kind of defy the physics of the real world, where you have something up in the sky. I think it's a great idea. I think somebody taught me this about Decentraland, is that if you have the possibility of not applying the usual physics, why bother using them? If you can just ignore gravity, do it. So I like these kind of builds. And the good thing about it is that when you build it, you don't have to waste your material limits for the first 2 floors. So you can really make complex structures all the way up there. You can make round things and stuff like that. But I see it's Yura Miron. I've seen him on Twitter. I think we are not connected, but I've seen him a lot. So interesting. And I love how he put the street names here. Cyberspace Art Gallery, Vegas City Arts Village. It's pretty cool. And apparently street names are on the roadmap for Decentraland, so, you know, why not? Why not start thinking about this? Some strange elements here. Is this already art? Ah, look at that. That's actually quite interesting. It looks a lot different here. Ah, it's on the backside. Okay. So it's kind of a discovery parcel here. Everything is a bit weird and strange, but you know, there are links to the site. I'm not gonna go visit the sites now. This is a DC voucher lying on the ground here. You know, some random elements. Yeah, it's fun to discover. So this is also all built with the gallery asset pack, I imagine. I love these colorful elements. So this is crazy. I mean, you know, I keep on saying this, but I'm still surprised what people did with this very simple asset pack. So he's got the wearables on the ground. Okay, this is, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I mean, it's a simplistic build. I think it's, you know, quick and dirty, but it's fun. And I think it just looks very nice in the neighborhood. Like, again, if we would have, I mean, it looks like a real street, and you can kind of imagine how this could be in the future if all of the 90,000 parcels would be occupied. You could just walk through building by building, street by street. Let's see, if I cross over here, are we going to... I mean, I don't know what's going on here. It feels like we're stuck in this little neighborhood and we cannot get to see anything else. This is a problem. So I think we will need to stop troubleshooting this by either going to a different server, by reloading the scene, or we just slowly go street by street and just hope that they will reload. But we have been here before, and okay, we haven't been in this building here. What is this? Politics is bullshit. 100 out of 100 by Beeple. So I am not familiar with Beeple, but everyone is talking about this guy. So apparently these bulls, they go for like 20,000 US dollars. EG Nor in the chat. Yo man, what's up? Thank you for commenting. I saw I missed your comment. I was completely focused on Decentraland here. Monero Dinero, I'm liking the EG. I hope they get a poker room. Lots of da-da-dee-da-da-da. Should be exciting. Thank you for the video, Swiss. Have to go. Yo man. Ciao. See you later. Yeah, man, I've been in the casino in Decentraland once. I played a little bit. I won some money, but I was not able to transfer it out, and my tokens got burned switching from Matic to Ethereum. So my experience was great inside the casino, but the management of funds was then a downer. So yeah, this is, from what I understand, this type of painting costs $18,000, $19,000, $20,000. And this is when I say I do not understand it. Like I'm starting to like this whole collectibles thing. I'm getting into the NFT conversations, but I do not understand the power of the Beeple brand, let's say it like that. But it's a nice simple build here, one story, did not use any of the limits of the parcel. You know, sometimes less is more. Now, what is this? The build looks nice. And again, guys, this is made out of like 5 modules, right? This is 5 modules in the asset pack, probably put together. Oh, this is Mr. Valiant. Mr. Valiant is a good friend. Ignore, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, in the comments. I sold my art for a total of 2 Ethereum. I was able to buy my parcel and I'm dropping my building tomorrow. Wow, man. I mean, 2 Ethereum these days is like a little fortune, man. Congratulations. And, you know, make sure to send around your link, man. Curious to see what you put together as a building. So this is some kind of Ruby cubes play here. I'm not quite understanding it, but it's fun. You know, I like the colorful stuff. I do like that stuff here. Now let's click on it and see. So the price, I mean, 0.05 used to be an affordable amount. Today, this is a little fortune. I don't have the calculator here, but this is going to be like what? 10% of, it'll be like $100 almost. So this is, you know, plus $100 of fees. Monero Dinero in the comments. They have a new withdrawal bridge where you can deposit and withdraw with no gas fees. You have to go to DG site. Yeah, man, I went to the site and I did the whole thing. I tried to follow the instructions, and then it just got sent to a burn address, and that's it, man. And never seen it again. Yeah, I mean, I'll wait until this whole thing matures. Not in a big hurry. But again, could have been just me, you know, like sometimes I'm in a hurry. And so Valiant is a great guy. He's very supportive. He's always around. I think he has a very nice build here. There are some nice art pieces. I do not understand this, you know, this Ruby Cubes thing, but you know, I think it's a cool gallery. So what else? Is this as far as we can actually load, or is anything gonna come up? Because I think we are like reaching the limits. I don't know what to do. I mean, what we can do is we can teleport to my gallery and hope that it will load a little bit better. Let me try that. I'm quickly loading the builder tool on the second screen to find the coordinates of the gallery that I have access to. And I think if we teleport there, we might activate another area. This could be a solution. So guys, bear with me for one little second. So let's see, here I have the coordinates. Go to minus 133.89. So, you know, this is not going to be a very impressive build. I think I put it together mostly for occasional interviews. So it's more of a kind of a recording set. But it will hopefully allow us to load a different set of the district. In the comments, Iginor, Or you can see it in the DCL event page. Yeah, man, for sure. But the thing is, if you don't tweet out the link, if you don't stick it to people, people are just too lazy to go to that event page, especially if you don't have some kind of giveaway. I mean, check out the Dragon City event. On the first day, almost no one showed up. You have to promote it. This is Decentraland. There is so much noise going on in the NFT space that, but this is my opinion, man. It's, how do I see these galleries? I'm in the same place and server, but I can't see the galleries. Yeah, man, it seems like stuff is not loading. So we are trying to load a different location from a different side. Hopefully we get to load things. But this is the Decentraland daily kind of life, right? It's very unreliable and it's extremely annoying because it really hasn't improved over the past 10 months. And I don't understand why. It feels like, I mean, the only reason why this would be logical if there is something big coming and it doesn't make sense to invest into a legacy solution. So let's just hope that there is some big surprise coming. Well, let's see, 98%, sipping on my cold coffee, waiting for the Vegas district to load. And if this is not going to work, the next thing I'm going to try is to use a different reel. And then if that is not going to help, we're going to call it a night. It's crazy that on a Saturday, we all have time on our hands during this current situation. So I was hoping to have a nice walk through that neighborhood, but technology is not supporting our initiatives. And let's see. Iginor, did you manage to load the scene where you are at right now? Are you doing any better? Because I'm completely stuck here. I mean, sometimes it makes sense to wait 10 minutes and come back, but when you're streaming, I don't know. It feels like, yeah, I don't know. Well, let's give it a moment. I mean, what choice do we have? I mean, I can try a different reel, right? Like, let's try a different color or something. Let's go for white. Imagine it would load fast now. Imagine. Yeah, Ignore, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it. I have same issues here. Let's see. I'm gonna give it the last try. And if this is not gonna work, we're gonna come back a little bit later. You know, a little bit later or another day. Oh, look. It did load after all. Let's see what happens next. So I can see my scene in the background already. But it looks pretty empty otherwise. So this thing did load. This is nice. So there is hope. There is hope. Yeah, the stuff is coming up. This is good. This is good. Let's see if the rest is going to come up too. I mean, the location of my scene is, of course, pristine. It's at the corner here, surrounded by streets. I should do more with it. We did one interview session here with the Dapcraft team. It was great, but I think I should do something more substantial here. But the rest is not loading. It's too slow. Let's see. Like, imagine we would have a fully built out street here and everything would be visible from far away. Yeah, man, Iginor. Thanks for the invite, but I don't think today we're gonna get very far with this. This is just you know, it look, now it's coming. Now something is, somebody pressed the button or not. I think the big issue with these technical issues is that it takes so much energy waiting and worrying and thinking about, like, okay, and it takes away from the exploration. I mean, look at how beautiful this is actually, right? It's, if it wouldn't be for, look how beautiful it is. Like, you have to imagine You have to imagine that each parcel at this street level would cost, let's say, $20,000, right? Which it does kind of today. Like if you, I mean, yeah, if you have 3 parcels at the street level, I guess you could probably say it's worth $15,000 to $20,000. And I think the street parcels are going to be really worth a decent chunk of money and we'll be able to fetch a premium over pieces out there inside the land. So everyone will make a lot of effort creating some high quality builds here because they're really relatively easy to put together. And then you would, I mean, I can see it. I can see the future here. How you run through the streets, you have the high quality builds in the first line, and nobody can afford any of the parcels because all the big brands occupy those. Some artists manage to still survive because they never sold their parcels, something like this. So this build is quite interesting, actually. I like these black builds with the glass elements. And he really used the lamps here very nicely. I mean, this is a little bit like my build, where it's kind of tall and, like hollow on the inside. Let's see if we can go up there. These stairs don't work that well. I've used those as well in my gallery. They are a little bit annoying. I think you can do these a little bit better. I wonder when these are gonna load. Now I've also noticed when you put this stuff together and if you make one mistake with one of the NFTs, with one of the contract addresses, a lot of that stuff suddenly doesn't load. Yeah, man. I'm a little bit disheartened, I must say. But maybe this little build will make up for it. What is this here? The Waterfall currently featuring NFTs by Ed Koch, curated by Pray First Diva. But the stuff is not loading today. Huh? It's an interesting concept here. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is really nice, actually. I have no idea what this is, but it's actually really nice. Excuse me. So, but yeah, I mean, what is that? So this is when you mess up the collider experience, this is what you get. Yeah. But you got some buildings to look at here all of a sudden. So by Alina Dryman, a friend of ours. So if this is gonna load, I'm gonna check it out. Is this gonna load? We have lost 3 viewers, 50% of the audience. Let me check out. Iginor, man, you have completely dominated my comment section here. What's going on? It's at the 100 Art District. It is quite dope. This district you are at, I mean, yeah, they didn't put colliders on the walls. I'm not sure this is the 100X Art District. But again, I don't necessarily know the different names of it. I think this is a different place, man. But maybe it is, man. Like I look at this as this is the gallery competition district, and then I don't know. I don't think this is the same location. Maybe they're just next to each other or something. Maybe maybe all of those are in the same district. It's a huge district here. But I don't know. This is a nice little idea with the plant inside the building. I love that. Maybe I'll do this as well. Now here, I mean, I wouldn't use these stairs here as the primary user experience. I mean, they're really difficult to use I mean, you know, like just the pain. Okay. Paintings of architecture by Alex Dryman. Okay. I've never met this Alex Dryman. I've seen him on Twitter, but I've never met him in world here. I don't know if he's actually a lot inside Decentraland. I remember these series. What is this? I actually like this one here. It's cool. This is cool as well. Cromlon. I've met him various times at the Wonder Zone mining location. Iginor in the comment section. That's not what I meant. It's because what I said doesn't make sense if you just read them straight out loud. Yeah, man, like I realize whenever I stream live, I say a lot of nonsense as well. But I, you know, slowly coming to peace with it. So how do I get inside here? I think one important thing is, and this is why we have little arrows inside the asset packs, that you can show people where you can actually go inside and where not, where you can interact with the scene. When I come here and I'm on the main street, I expect to have some clarity how to get inside. And I would walk here in the center. I can't come inside. I cannot come inside here. And then it's like, yo, man, what is the matter with you? Like, do you have to make my life that difficult? I cannot walk between the buildings, by the way, here. I'm really curious about this development. Okay, so where is the entrance? The entrance is in the back. I mean, to the person owning this, you can turn this around and you can have this face the street. If you, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say anything offensive, but this is because people, Verona Art Gallery. Verona, if you're out there, turn the building around. Takes you 2 minutes. Yeah, but people, you know, they put something up and then they give up on it because the neighborhood was never properly promoted. It feels like, yeah, but nobody's gonna see it anyways. And then you just have the main entrance at the back of the street. So, yeah. So this is a cool one. I love these columns here that they're transparent. I think this is a cool idea. I think this is some kind of different item that is stretched into a huge building object. Let's have a look. I do like the art pieces here. And if you watch the beginning of this stream, you know I'm not a huge fan of digital art, but kind of looks interesting. Like here they're playing with some strange patterns here. Yeah. So I cannot walk straight onto these stairs. This is also a UI issue. Iginor, man, I will have to ignore you for a little bit. I'm trying to find my way around here and really terrible at focusing on comments. I remember once I completely ignored the comments section. Got some bad comments after that. Welcome to the COG Gallery. Curating some of the art presented in the first edition of COG's NFTs in the atomic asset format. So this atomic asset thing, I still don't understand what that means. There is some kind of platform that supports these atomic assets from what I understand. Is this like on EOS or something like this? I don't understand like what that notion means, that it's atomic asset format. It's strange art. I like it, but it's strange. It looks like poker chips. but why not? So is this the... I mean, this is actually cool. But it's not NFT, so I cannot click on it. So probably it's because this is this atomic asset kind of thing. So it's not on the Ethereum chain, so you cannot put in the contract address. It's something like that. So they've just used the images here, I imagine. But these all look like poker chips. Is this the point? Is there a comment? Why? Why? RFox 2020 promo COG. What does COG stand for? I don't understand. Only 50 minted, most covered COG? What is COG? Ignore, man. I don't know how to pronounce your name, dude, man. My apologies. Is it like Ignore or is it Ignore? Is it just ignore? Okay. Now I got it. It took a minute for me to understand that joke, man, but now I get it. So what is this? Is this... Can I catapult myself out of the building? This would have been fun. I mean, guys, you can... Like, these are the moments where I say, okay, I understand. When Decentraland is up and running, and when I can see all the way down to the horizon and see all of the buildings and people walking around, then I would say, man, I'm so happy I didn't sell my 3-piece estate roadside, because now I can be part of it. But for now, this is as good as it gets. Let's see if we find something else to look at. 90 galleries to look at, and we finally got a few to load, which is great. Art of Breathing Gallery. Okay. Each of these pieces encourages the technique square breathing. As the first line forms, slowly inhale. Instructions. I mean, this is a whole science, this whole breathing stuff, huh? The build is very simplistic, but it's a good start. City Art Gallery. Now I'm not gonna go in here because I looked at it a long time ago. It's a very nice build, but I've seen it before and I've had it on stream. Mana bots. I think I've been through these buildings before. I've been through some of these before. I want to see something I haven't checked out yet. Bordy Grail. Okay, this is interesting. Ignore. Okay, man, I'm saying it correctly. All right, man. Oh, man, sometimes I'm, like, if there would be more demand for people building, I think I would put together an asset pack with different furniture items, with carpets, with things like this. Because what people do with it, it's worth it. But the problem is, I think this was a huge experiment with this whole neighborhood. And how do you bring it to life? If the tech doesn't work, it just discourages everyone who is willing to contribute time into this. It needs to work fast. I want to see the whole district, and then I would help to. But for now, I don't know. For now, let's work with the assets that we have. They're pretty good already, so... Ubi art. What is this? Okay, this is very simplistic. Helen Bresnik. Somebody took a module and stretched it out into a wall. This is something I didn't understand with that asset pack, that you can actually do this, and which is very cool. This is nice. Simple and nice. A Middle Eastern kind of build here. Maybe Spanish kind of. Huh? I need to pay a little bit more attention to the actual art. Ikinorman, I'm reading your comments now. I think so far the main focus of DCL has been real estate and not gameplay. I mean, the builder is so basic, it's difficult to work with the SDK to make something basic like opening a door. I mean, honestly, I don't use the SDK. I've used it once. I can use it, but it's super hard for me to build anything with it, so I'm not gonna use it at all. And I think with the builder and with the smart tools inside the builder, you can build a lot of stuff already, and if you would expand it with a few more smart items, you could actually have something quite decent. But I think once they introduce this new asset pack, this is what has changed the game, because this whole building here, for example, this is only possible because of those 5-6 new modules. And if you would have a marketplace for these modules where each person who knows how to use Blender could put together set of modules like this and give those away for free inside Decentraland, or get paid for it, doesn't matter, man. If you could, I mean, this would be a place for people who know how to program to actually make some money, is to create those smart items and mint those for sale. This builder would explode, man. Like, I thought the same thing as you in the beginning, that, you know, it has to be more advanced, but then I have seen this stuff here. When people without any building experience just came and built all of these builds, man. And then I understood, man, like, if one asset pack can make this happen, then it's not really the builder tool, it's the assets inside the builder tool and a proper motivational scheme for people to add to it and to publish it, right? But now, when I'm looking around here, it does feel like a proper district. It does feel like a neighborhood, right? And it just needs to be filled with people a little bit, and for this, the tech has to work seamlessly and reliably. Like, you cannot have the situation where you invite guests with a link by email and then the stuff doesn't load at all. So... yeah, man, the hash mask has conquered the metaverse. Check this out. I mean, you can make doors work using the smart tools. I have a video on how to do that, and it's actually quite easy. So you don't need to program to make doors open or close, but people just don't know about this, and it takes effort to teach people. But it's totally doable without a whole lot of effort. If you go to my building, you will see I have sliding doors that open up and close, all made with the builder. Is this a hash mask gallery? This is the gallery that I don't remember your name, man, but oh man, I wish I would remember names. This was kind of given as a reply to the hash mask team that there is a gallery in Decentraland, and this was it, man. But it's actually looking quite good. I mean, I bought one of these hash masks, and I don't have any special features on it, but I do like them. And I like how people print them to hang them at home. And I actually like them a lot here inside the gallery. They look very crisp. Yeah, well, I initially proposed to reconvert my building into a hash mask gallery, but there are like 16,384 masks, so I'm not sure how would you even pick which ones to display. But it's a nice building. It's a nice building. I like the roof, kind of. It's weirdly different. But you cannot click on any of these, so he did not use the NFT display widget. Yeah, at least it loads fast. So the images I host on Imgur, I don't know if you guys care about the technicalities, but this works really well for me. imgur.com, you can nicely upload your images and then just use the direct link to inside the builder to display all kinds of images. You don't have to use the NFT contract all the time because you will eventually wait for OpenSea to load that stuff. Have we been here? I think we've come from that direction before. I want to check out new stuff. I think we haven't gone down to the left. So we now experience quite some lag here. So back there is my little gallery. We are here. Okay, what is this? Have we been inside here before? Yeah, we have. So let's switch over to another street. And there are 90 buildings. We shouldn't get bored watching stuff here. Okay, so this is a strange build. I think this has been made almost entirely out of very old original asset packs. It's very like woody, and then mixed with a couple of elements from the new asset pack. I think it's interesting. Let me see if the problem is that it doesn't capture my attention. This is my issue. I don't know. I think it's a matter of taste and it's not related to anything else, but it's I feel like moving on. Now this build here just attracted a lot of attention on Twitter when the competition finished. Let's have a look at the color. I mean, these colors, they just pop. Hello everyone, my name is Asitsun. I mostly spend time playing games, but sometimes I paint. I like to work with pastels, oil paints, markers. My artworks are inspired by shamanism, psychedelic culture, and esoteric enjoy. I mean, I like this introduction. I think it's important to place a little introduction like that so people know, so people have some context. And I love what he has done with the poster-like textures. I mean, here you can see the difference between artists and non-artists. Let's see what he's offering here. Definitely some psychedelic stuff going on here. And but honestly, to put together these type of colors and to make it work, it's not that straightforward. I mean, green and pink, and it works. It's a special gift to be able to do so, I think. Yeah. I think I'm more for the build here. I love this little terrace outside. Yeah, this is good. Like, this is something, if I have plenty of land to waste to build a little farmhouse for me outside in the countryside, I would build something like this. A little hangout location. So what is this here? This gallery celebrates NFTs of all shapes, from static to motion, paints from collectibles to DeFi. Enjoy. Feels like it's the same person from the voice, from the tone of the introduction. What is this stuff? Are these some kind of tickets, or are these NFTs? First bonk liquidity NFT incentive. Let's be clear, you are a bonk chat if you hold this. I mean, it's funny, this whole displaying of NFTs in the build. How long is this gonna last? Like, I don't know. Let's move on. I mean, that cannot be the only use case. I think what's important is that we can actually sell stuff inside the build without placing the things on the marketplace. So it's worth discovering different kind of stores and locations to buy some kind of original Bitcoin glasses that you cannot get on the regular marketplace. But today everything is connected to the OpenSea location, so that's not even possible. So these kind of dynamics will be needed for these buildings to have some kind of significance, that it's worth going and discovering locations because there is something inside that you cannot get anywhere else. Galleria Imagine. So I think we are going to have an event in an hour or so here. So I'm curious what this is going to be all about. But yeah, man, like maybe we'll get back here in an hour to see what's up. So I'm not going to show it now so people can come back for the event. This is, what is this? This is going to load, man. This is going to load for ages. Iggy Norman, that's totally normal, man. I've had this many times that you are in the same location. You're probably on a different... Are you on the same realm? But even if you're on the same realm, sometimes there is a timing delay. And when I have moved on, you have arrived to the same place. I do not understand the technology behind Decentraland and how this kind of works. So yeah, multiplayer stuff is for another day. Let me jump on one of these platforms. Yo, this is not gonna work. Is there a simpler one? Are they going high? Yeah. Is this some kind of game? Or what is this here, man? Actually, we could build like some kind of simple game where you can jump from one platform to the next and then find your way to some kind of final destination or final platform. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have the attention span to go through the process. No. Neurominter Gallery, another friend. Oh, it's so much fun to actually starting to feel like you know a bunch of people. And I was here at an event before and my picture must be somewhere here. So I'm definitely not gonna pass on checking out my NFT if it wasn't removed. It didn't look so good inside the metaverse. The yellow that we used kind of doesn't work inside Decentraland today because it's an animated GIF, I imagine. But let's see. It's gonna load. I'm gonna show it to you guys. What's going on here? This is taking some time. This is incredible. I mean, yeah. Ignore, you're on the same server, but you don't see me. Yeah. The other day we had, scheduled a recording with DCL Anorak, and we were at my building and we couldn't see each other, and we had to go to 0-0. And after several attempts, we managed to see each other. But it's like that. I don't understand it, but it's like that. I think on the forum, Ibril is talking about some kind of proposal that is somehow related to bringing the different experiences in sync inside Decentraland for multiplayer activity. And I think there are some fundamental challenges that we don't understand as non-developers, I guess. But you can go to the forum and check it out, and maybe you do understand it, man. Although you're not a developer either, you mentioned. So yeah, I hope they will be able to resolve this. I think multiplayer is where it's at. But I would be already happy if we could just load some of these images from OpenSea without waiting for 10 minutes. That would make me happy already. Let's move on. My ego will be able to take it, not to show you my picture in there. Even though it's like worth $500 with the current Ethereum price. That's life. It's gaining in value. Let's have a look. Is this anything I like? Honestly, I do not understand it. I'm not gonna say I like it or not, but I think you get a quick feel if something is for you or not. Have we covered everything? Have we seen like all the 80, 90 buildings? No way. Because we've started here at my gallery, up there, project by Swiss. Have we skipped on this one? This gallery is called Some Text. People gave up on it. People need to come back and put some effort into this stuff and make it perfect. Yeah, we've been here before. Let's try to get into a different area. Let's just go left. Now the issue is that on the map, you do not see the streets. So it's all just like one big district. So, you know, I know my only way to orient myself is really my gallery and that stadium. So I've been on that side of the stadium before. Here is my gallery. So let's just try to get to the other side of this. Ignore, I hope I will be navigating slowly towards where you are at. I'm just going across to the other side of this district, and maybe we'll run into some new buildings. How long have we been streaming? I mean, I've been running these streets for a long time already. I'm surprised there are still 4 people watching. But this is the COVID Saturdays, man. Like, it is what it is. So I think this is as far as we've gotten before, and this was the last building that we have seen, and then we couldn't get anything else to load here. And I'm not sure what to do next here. Let's just go straight and see if we get into a different neighborhood there. This looks like something new. Ignore, man. I'm going just wherever I get stuff to load, man. Okay, so this is... I don't think this is what you were referring to. I am Judas, you're on, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's nice to see for people watching or at least listening. Okay. Yeah, man. I think it could be fun to do a stream using the builder and the different modules and how they fit together. This is a great idea, actually. What is this? Yeah, man, I think this is gonna be a screenshot here, man. Like, this is gonna be a screenshot. Or maybe like this. All right. It's a crazy build. Look how colorful this is. I mean, this is actually really cool. I must say, this is maybe the second time now in this session where I must say this is working for me. This is great. I mean, this is a picture you would actually buy. Can you buy this? Fantastic. What is this building for? Like, I don't even... Does it say who put it together or what this is? I like these flying little flyers. So what does it say? Cryptic crooks. I'm quickly gonna pull up a browser window and see what this is. Crypticrooks.com. But now we can see how Decentraland could work, right? You capture someone's interest and I'm already in the browser checking it out. Unfortunately, the site doesn't work. So let me check out the Twitter. Maybe I'm Cryptic Crooks. Okay. I found the Twitter page. It's called Crypty. Okay. So the head image on the Twitter account is this. Let's have a look at it together. It's actually pretty cool. So it's mostly crypto related stuff. I don't see any art here really. So yeah, this wasn't what I was hoping for. So no, we cannot buy anything here. But it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. We have been in this build. We've seen that stuff. Man, I'm so bad at orienting myself here. But I think we are going in the right direction now. So this building, I think, was listed as, was allocated the very first lot. It was somewhere first in some list. And I don't fully understand why. Or was it just, you know, just first on the list and that's it? What is this? Now I do kind of like these animated 3D items. I mean, they do work for me. It feels like if this could be like a series, a limited series of things like hash masks, but in 3D and animated, you might actually get me to own one. Although, yeah, but can I click on it? I can't. Ah, so this is a thing. Crypto beasties. Man, there are so many trading game cards now. I'm starting to tune out. Everyone and their mom are creating some tradable cards now. And I don't know, is this gonna be like the big thing again? I'm not sure. Is it time to buy some wax coins and get deep into the NFT space? Ignore in the chat. I'm Judas. Do you know how to make more than one animation play in the building from Blender? I'm Judas replies, I think the limit is 2. I'm a Blender noob, mostly trial and error. Man, I haven't done too many animations in Blender. I don't know. I didn't know there was a limit, to tell you the truth. But in any case, whatever is doors and stuff like this or elevators, I animate them inside the builder, not inside Blender. But what I did animate in Blender was like disco lighting and stuff like that. You know, like with this tweet from Gary Vee, who is a collector of these cards, and with this whole Logan Paul thing, and with this Wax platform, and all of these different card games like Street Fighter now that are coming out, I sometimes wonder if it makes sense to maybe, you know, bet on some of these. And I don't know. I got into an interview the other day listening to Pranksy on the Zima Red podcast, and it's a 2-part podcast, and they talk about NFTs and about the journey, and I found it fascinating. And you know, with this whole Top Shots conversations, and it feels like, I mean, I understand this whole collectible hype. I understand it. I can see how it takes me into. But now when I look at this build here, I've never heard of this game, and I'm trying to stay up to date on things. So there's just so many different cards. I don't know who will absorb this and how this is going to work out. So unfortunately, this part in between wouldn't load. Should we just move further down the street in this case? And we've covered a big chunk of this district, but something is just not working at this end of it. So what should we do? Let's go one step back and let's turn into that street. Maybe we'll... Yeah, but it's just the same issue. There's this one building that loaded and everything else is still pending. Let's see. So if you guys noticed, I've changed my music a little bit. Before it was this a little bit more dangerous, depressing kind of background sound, and now it's more hopeful and relaxed. So we've been here before, so I think we have covered the majority of these galleries. So either the rest must be hiding somewhere in that side street, but none of this stuff is loading really. So I'm not sure. I would hate to quit the stream early, but we have looked at every single build pretty much, you know, because these are my landmarks where I oriented myself. And now, yeah, guys, I mean, this looks, I think we have seen all of that. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is it. By the way, Blanco is actually loaded now from the other side. So maybe I'm still gonna walk in here real quick. I did not manage to find a way through here, but now since we can, let's have a look. So Blancos was something I wanted to get onto as well. And now we haven't heard about those guys for, like, I don't know, maybe you have heard of them, but I haven't heard of them in months. And the artwork they have is amazing, like, but I don't know. I guess they're building another card game. What is that? Yeah. Guys, I think this is a nice scene here to log out. For the 4 or 5 viewers who have been with me all the way through, thank you so much for taking the time. I think it's time to log out here. We're gonna come back here for sure to check out the rest of the district once it's loading properly, but I think we've done our best for today. Yeah, let's stop here. Have a nice rest of the day. Check out the events page. I think we have another gallery event coming through today, and tomorrow we do have the 4th day of the Dragon City event, so make sure to participate there. And I see you guys later. Ignore. I'm Judas. Thanks a lot for commenting today. This was really helpful. It's a lot more fun with people participating. Yeah, I was in the mana bot building real quick, but I think I've checked it out during a different stream a couple of weeks back, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time there. And you know, I think I'm done for today. I think I'm done, man. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a nice evening, and again, thank you.